What's going on YouTube? Murphy's Law is in full effect all the time. That means anything that can go wrong probably will. Make sure you're prepared for these emergencies. Burst pipe. Water can do a whole lot of damage in a short amount of time, so if you've got a burst pipe and you know it, you need to act as quickly as possible. Find the nearest valve that you can shut off to stop the flow of water and get a bucket underneath it to catch as much as possible. Also, wipe up or dry up as much as you can, because if it sits on the floor for too long, not only can it cause damage to your flooring, but it can cause mold to start growing as well. Blackouts. Power goes out, just need a flashlight. Not that big a deal, right? Not necessarily. The truth is, if you've got a prolonged blackout, you probably want to go and disconnect all your major appliances, because a major power surge could come through and wipe them all out. Gas leaks. If you've got a carbon monoxide detector that's going off, or if you even smell natural gas in your home, step one, get the heck out. It could kill you. Second step, call your gas company and find out who they recommend sending out to find where the leak is and get it taken care of as quickly as possible. Basement floods. If you have a basement that starts flooding, a lot of people's first reaction is to get down there and get stuff out as quickly as possible if they can. But there's a couple things you need to take into consideration. First off, try to go kill the power in the basement, because if you have submerged receptacles that are faulty, you could get electrocuted. Second, try to put on boots or protective coverings, because, especially in our area, that floodwater could be the result of sewage backups because of the river level rising. If that's the case, you could have some toxic materials in there that could cause you a lot of physical harm. Make sure you get that stuff taken care of before you rush down to do anything. Furnace malfunctions. Everybody knows the story on this one. It's the first frigid night of the year, you kick on the furnace and it quits working. You know, typically that happens on a Saturday night or some other time during the weekend, when if you call out an HVAC tech, it's going to be an emergency call and cost you twice the amount of money. Before that happens, there's a couple things you can check on. First, pull out the air filter. A lot of times it probably hasn't been changed properly, and just by doing that may cause the furnace to start working properly. Second, check the breaker to make sure that for some reason, whenever it kicked on the first time, it didn't cause a surge to the system, tripping the breaker off. Kitchen fires. The first thing you need to know about a kitchen fire is there's several different kinds that you need to know how to handle. First and foremost, water is usually your enemy, because a lot of fires are because of grease accumulation. If you throw water on a grease fire, it's just going to spread the grease and make the flames go even higher. So, what you need to have handy is baking soda to try to douse any flames if at all possible, or if it's something that's in your oven, close the door, because if it gets hot enough, fast enough, it's going to suffocate the flames because it's going to consume all the oxygen in the enclosed space. Flushing fail. It may not constitute a huge emergency, but if your toilet won't flush, you want to take care of that as quickly as possible. First line of defense, let's be honest, it's a plunger. But if you don't have any visible clogs or anything else that you can see causing the problem, a lot of people overlook this next step, which is open the tank. It may be something as simple as a disconnected chain from the flushing mechanism, or it could just be that the actual piece itself has gone bad. They're simple to fix, they're cheap to repair, and those could save you a ton of money before calling a plumber. Hey, thanks for checking out the Aaron Advantage. As always, there is a link in the description for the article where I found this information. Let me know down in the comments any additional emergencies that you should be prepared for and how to get ready to take care of it. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with everything I post.